Hello, YouTube land. I want to talk to you about taking risk and actually going out of your comfort zone because I'm terrible at taking risk and going out of my comfort zone. And this will actually really cater to the INFP personality more because, once again, everything I say is through the lens of the INFP persona. So, therefore, everything I think is going to come out that way. But you don't have to be that type. Why the fuck am I breathing hard? That's another story for another day. Okay, you don't have to be that personality type to get where I'm coming from, but an INFP is going to connect better through just the cognitive functions and way of seeing the world. Because these are things we tend to really be struggling with ourselves. Um, okay, so if you're FI dominant, like I am, everything you do must feel right, which in a nutshell that's a good way to go about life, but at the same time, I think it can actually hold you back because it's so subjective that we how do I explain it? I suck at explaining shit. Okay. So it's subjective, right? Everything we do must line up with these values we have or whatever feels right to our personal needs or whatever feels good in the heart. Um, at the same time, we're not really go getters. We can be, but it's just not the way we're wired. I mean, we're passion driven. We will be involved in things that we like to be passionate about. Because I'm learning one thing about my personality type. I'm not geared for like regular work. I can do it, but it's monotonous, and I used to get fired all the time because I work kind of slow. I'm not like, I'm not an SJ who goes to who enjoys going to the same job every freaking day doing the same old stuff. I don't have that mentality of, you know, let's live a life of complacency. At the same time, though, SI is my tertiary function, so I get complacent because, like, I'm scared to leave my comfort. I have all these dreams, but I struggle with actually making them happen because I get stuck in my comfort zone. And if you're an INFP, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You want to do better for yourself, but you struggle with actually finding the motivation, or maybe you have the motivation, but you're scared to take the initial risk. You're really, really scared. You got that pull towards your SI. You're really just comfortable. You might not even like your current situation, but you're comfortable. SI, reminds you of all the reasons to be comfortable. So you get stuck in a FI loop, and you don't do anything to better yourself. And I'm just as guilty of that as the next guy, especially people of our personality type. We're dreamers. We're great at dreaming things. We have all these cool ideas that we want to do and these cool things we want to pursue. You know, we're creative naturally. I'm a guitar player. I've been playing since I was 7 years old. I remember being a child and actually having like an imaginary band. So I know that I love being creative. But like at the same time, it's like there's this day job thing that we work, and if you're anything like me, you hate it. You have to pay your bills, survive, do the SJ thing, work the job that society tells you, and that we're not wired for that. That's just not we don't flow that way. That's just not how we do. We're not wired to be um we're not wired that way. We're more creative. We have big imaginations and we're capable of great things, but the problem is we get scared and we need to take risks. So embrace your auxiliary function, extroverted intuition, and take a damn risk. Go do something for yourself. Whether it's trying something new or applying for the job you really want or whatever it is. Or maybe you want to become a YouTuber and you're scared to death. I'm not saying quit your job immediately, but put some stuff into action. And this is stuff people have been telling me as well to take more risks. So I'm just passing on what has been said to me to you because I know you're going to struggle in that area because I do. We're comfortable with our dominant and tertiary areas. FI, this is how I feel. SI, I'm comfortable. Why? You need to go into your extroverted intuition. That is the strongest area in your personality that you can actually grow. Is your NE. Go out and see new possibilities. It's terrifying. It's scary. But seek new possibilities. And I understand that it's a very scary world out there. But if you don't try something new or take the risk that you want to take, you're never going to go anywhere in life. And I'm telling myself this. So embrace your extroverted intuition, embrace your extroverted thinking, and actually take action. Let's get out of this five-side looping of just staying in the same old boring routine that we live day after day after day. Like my roommate actually told me, she says she notices I do the same exact thing every day because it's that introverted sensing function. Even though my routine is not a good routine, it's a rather boring routine. I do about the same thing every day because we find comfort in our SI. That's our comfort function. That's our relief function. We like for me, I watch a lot of the same YouTube videos every night. I have a lot of the same night rituals daily. I don't know why the fuck I'm breathing so damn hard. That's another story. Probably didn't help that I ate a big ass pizza before this video. But you know, embrace your auxiliary function. Go chase some new possibilities. Better yourself. Take risk. And that's the thing. Our personality type, out of all the introverted types, and I think INTP too, we're better at taking risk than a lot of the other types. You know? We could do this. We can do this. Get out of that five-side loop. Go do something. Go try something new. Take up a new hobby. Learn something new. I don't know. Actually try enacting your dreams, like the dream job you have, or if you want to, for me, I want to be a guitar teacher or a music teacher. So I finally decided to put out some ads on Facebook about guitar lessons. Take more risk. Don't be scared, And I like the video that Joe Markowitz made. Shit, I'm breathing hard again. I'm sorry, I fucking don't know what's wrong with it. I don't really care right now at the moment, though, because this is more pressing. Okay, like, he says, a lot of INFPs, after they take that initial risk, they're like, was that so bad? Was that it? And I just think we're so scared. We're comfortable. We live in our comfort, so we don't want to do anything new. We like what we have. We don't want to pursue any new possibilities, even though we do what we don't. We're just so scared. Be more daring. Be like the ENFP who sees something. Because I notice most ENFPs, when they see something they want, except for one I know, he doesn't have a car, but he talks about possibilities all the time of things he'd like to do, and he probably would do them if he had a car. But like most ENFPs, when they see something, they go for it, they grab it. That's awesome. I admire that. They go out there, they freaking do it. They see a possibility, they see something cool, and they just jump in head first. Which we're not wired that way, I know. But maybe we can learn something from that. Because like, I will admit, I've never met any ENFP that lives a complacent life. Never. I will admit they seem kind of flighty, but you know what? They're not complacent. They're gaining XP. They're getting experience points. They're actually going out there. They're doing something. They're going on impulse. But you know what? I admire that. That's really cool. Maybe we need to do the same. I mean, I'm not saying fucking jump into anything, but just take a risk. And this is a message of myself just as much as it is to you. I'm passing on stuff that's been taught to me, and I'm giving it to you, basically. Think of it as shared knowledge. So, just go out there and do it. You don't have to work the job you have right now. You know, you can do something better. You don't have to hate your life. You choose to hate your life. I choose to hate my life. I get it. We do the same damn thing. We do it. You know, you know, INFPs are bad about this. Let's be unstoppable INFPs. Let's be, you know, embrace the gifts God's given you, whether you believe in Him or not. You know, embrace whatever your calling is. Take a freaking risk. Do something for yourself. Go out there and be awesome and take a damn risk. Do not let your SI screw you. You know, introverted sensing is a great function, I will admit. I love being nostalgic and remembering my past. And, you know, I take a lot of comfort in SI activities, mainly watching a lot of the same stuff or watching sci-fi or YouTube or whatever it is. I do take a lot of comfort in my nostalgia and just doing a lot of repetitive things. But when it comes to like real life, you know, we have to take risk, and that's the biggest thing we struggle with. INFPs struggle with taking risk, and you know what I'm talking about. You know it. You know damn well what I'm talking about because you're living it, and so am I. It takes it takes a more assertive personality type to kind of get me motivated, but damn it, I appreciate them. You know, two of my friends, and I think they're ENFP flavor. I'm pretty damn sure because both of them are pushing me to pursue my potentials and to get off my ass and to really better my life. And I appreciate that. I need that because if I don't have them, I'm going to listen to my SI and stay comfortable for the rest of my life. I'm going, you know, I need somebody, and I think what I like about that personality type is not only do they have stronger extroverted intuition, they have really strong, even though it's tertiary, it's there. They have that really strong extroverted thinking that's very action oriented. They're go getters, you know, and I need somebody like that to kind of really get me going, you know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing the same fucking thing for the rest of my life. And I don't want to live like that. And you don't want to live like that. So I'm taking the knowledge they've given me and I'm passing it on to you. Take a damn risk. Thank you.